Good morning, YouTube. I'm going to discuss a topic with you all, and for I hope that you all are already heading in the right direction to find out about these things. Okay, here's where it gets a little strange. We're supposedly living in a 3D world. Okay, now remember, for the ones that know, understands what I'm going to say. For the ones that don't, y'all going to run straight towards what you always do when you're in disbelief. Either you're not going to believe it or you're going to say, it's a conspiracy theory. Do as you wish. Okay, I can't stop your actions because you're human beings. Most of you are grown-ass adults that's watching this. We live in a 3D world. We're just now starting to find out, and all of us have had our own suspicions about our history, our banking, our leadership, our religions, all four things that I call the four hidden dynasties, okay? Now, supposedly, we are heading into a 5D reality. Okay, now, this is for everyone that has an understanding about forgetting the past, okay? Under a biblical sense, this utopia 5D that we're supposed to be heading into, our Bible tells us, and it's been pretty accurate up until this point. Not saying it's not saying that it isn't, not saying it couldn't be. Okay? Satan comes back to this earth first. Now we're being ushered into a 5D world with every pot with a chicken in it. All needs met. No need for money. All kinds of incredible things. So, the point of the matter of it is, my neighbors they love lawnmowers. That's all I can say. I can't get by it. One day to the next, man. Okay, Bible history. I'm not buying into Ra. Okay, I understand Ra was a Egyptian god, a deity. Okay, we've got to base our facts and our realities somewhere in stone, and I have mine in the Bible. Okay, I understood who Ra was and all these other gods throughout the world. These mighty men of old and the renown. Okay, I understood for me what they were. Okay, and what they are, because a lot of the same thing that was going on way back then, when people was painting their pictures, drawing cave drawings, making these ungodly statues of them, but they were supposed to be fake. They were supposed to be something that was not so real. But I just don't see our forefathers of humanity running around. These are supposed to be some smart intellect individuals. I just couldn't see them running around just making up bullshit. Okay? Just to say, well, yeah, he was a god of Greece. He was a god of this. So it was a god of that. I just don't see where it would be any kind of benefit for them. Okay? people can say what they want to say, okay, our forefathers in this humanity that we live in, being that more than 75 to 90% of our reality that we live in now has been a lie since childbirth, going back many generations of the same things, okay? I got to be more human-like in statute and look, but here was still the corruption of the fallen angels. It's still here. They still think this way as the fallen angels. Now, we're heading supposedly into a 5D reality that we're not supposed to have a say-so. Now, remember what you do to yourself when you comply to your enemy. You're giving them the rights to step on you by compliance. Same thing works with a bully. So, I would say if we're going to make this dramatic leap into the future, which in a lot of ways sounds incredibly fantastic and good in a lot of ways, at the same token, I can't leave logic and common sense out of this, knowing what I do know about our past and man. That would be a little foolish of me. I cannot speak for you all, but I'm giving you the scenario to make you want to scratch your head and think about this. You can go forth in a positive attitude, move into realms and things and possibilities, but at the same time, deep in the back of your subconscious, have an understanding things ain't always what they look like or seem to be, because we're dealing with this now. Now, this individual or whatever is going on with the spirituality, or I'm not saying it right, spiritual world, it's making itself look even more attractive because of what it says it's bringing forward. But is it? Are we for sure? I would rather be a little bit of a self-doubt in all this with common sense and logic than I would jump in that cold pot of water and wait for it to get hot like a frog does when you can boil one to death. Because we've already been playing in this world. Because it looks a certain way or it sounds a certain way, so did the reality we're living in now. And all the acceptance in it. Man has become, it's weird. It's showing its ugly face in every place in this world right now. The evil. And evil, it's been ingenious for thousands of years. Now it's all of a sudden a retard. How do you, I can see good forcing its hand to bring it out so we can see it and have an understanding of it. But at the same time, it's still there. It's still functioning. So, what do? Knowing this, then 3D to 5D, do we just lockstep jump straight into that pot of water? Because we're heading into unknown period territory. Okay? Think of all the times we've ever been promised something good and how much bad come with it. I'm just saying. logic, common sense, and a good moral compass, and a good navigator known as God and Bible. One God, only, and Bible. For if we need to know for sure, that's coming out, all this is coming out. There are 777 books of our Bible that has been found under the Catholic Church. This has not been reported on in your mainstream media because they don't want you to know. Y'all can call me whatever, but until y'all get y'all's fucking ass off of your fucking your ass off of the couch and go look for yourself, dig and search. Y'all can call me anything y'all want to call me, but I'm apparently one of the few that's running around with a little bit of knowledge in his pockets and his brain. You all are just regurgitating and parroting your CNNs and ABCs, made up words and functional words that the CIA gave you, because that's all y'all doing. Like I said, I feel like the so-called 5D sounds wonderful. Like I said, we've done lived through this once on a different level. And this is a territory where none of us knows for sure other than what's been told to us, just like in our past now. You know, for I hope I am wrong on this day of our Lord, 7/6/2021, and 11:38 a.m. as I sit here with my right of the First Amendment. So, well, I hope I am wrong, what I'm hearing, seeing. The whole infrastructure all of a sudden of the demonic realm is getting broke down to all the pieces. Okay? Was that Satan being here for this long when the Bible tells me another story that I feel like it may have some truth to it, logic and common sense? Well, if he comes back first, he don't come back as a long-tailed demon. He comes back as somebody of peace. He's the counterfeit of Christ. He's got to show himself to be like Christ. There's going to be miracles. We're going to know this individual by when he steps into the temple over in Israel and declares himself God. None of this has happened. The two witnesses that I know of has not happened. The whole world's supposed to see and understand this. Not just little pieces of it and corners of it. One section of it. So none of this has come to pass yet. Does it come after the 5D utopia? Or are we living in it now? If we're living in it now, some of this stuff don't make sense. Then the 777 books of the Bible that has been hidden from us, we've got a whole bunch of things hidden from us. Then the bullshit with the way school and teachers are taught to teach the young ones, being that the young ones is going to be the ones that reap the rewards, okay, or reap the repercussions of the stupidity of what was taught to them. That's what we've been living now. So, are we going to get caught up into something that's going to be worse because it looks so good? Or is it we going to actually be able to move forward with God and do the right things? All of this could have been fixed just by simply man helping man. Just saying. Peace to all y'all. It's just something to ponder about.